The Sage Relaxing Sips 15. As I was enjoying my dessert, all of a sudden I heard And I said, what? I looked up from my dessert, my pie that I had. Oh, you want to know what type of pie I was eating? Well, this one was lemon lime. Lemon lime. Try that for one. But anyway, he said, And I asked him, what you thinking about? And so, since I gave him a direct question, he had to give me a roundabout indirect answer, which would also give me what I needed to get in order to fully appreciate what he was talking about. So he said, let me play a game with you. You heard of Jeopardy, haven't you? And I said, of course, everybody had heard about Jeopardy. He said, so let me give you these words and you form it into a question. I said, okay. And he started saying, art, influence, persuasion. And so he paused and I said, what is an expert? He said, And then he went on to give some other descriptions of the word by saying, people don't like it all the time. People don't like the people who like it sometimes. They just can't seem to get along. And then I was like, I kind of had a thought. And I said, just go ahead and tell me. He said, it's politics. And I knew what he was talking about, but I wanted him to explain further why he brought it up. He was telling me how in this day and age, it seems to be what some people would say, even a necessary evil. Some stay away from it. Some engage in it wholeheartedly. But the key words that I want you to focus in on, that's what politics is, really. It truly is the art of influencing people. See, persuading them, hopefully, with good intentions involved. And you deal with a variety of people. And I want you to know that sometimes they have persons who are figureheads where they're just good at putting forth the face that can just calm down people or the masses at times. And you know why that is so important? I said, why? He said, there was once a dolphin where there were dolphins, there were whales, and there was a sprat. A sprat is just a small fish. And the dolphins used to actually argue with the whales all the time. They argued back and forth. The sprat, who was, of course, smaller than all of them, came into one of their fierce battles one day that they were having. And so the sprat stepped in and started trying to persuade both sides to give up fighting, which was using very good reasoning on why they shouldn't fight one another. But you know what happened? One of the dolphins said to him in a contemptuous way, we will rather go on fighting till we're all killed than be reconciled by a sprat like you. Do you see where the art of influencing people or persuasion will come in then? Do you see how a proper figurehead at times would play into these motions or play into this situation? And I said, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Well, he said, you just meditate on it further. And also remember this, no matter what size you may look at yourself as physically, you can have a well or universe of a personality to still exercise the same type of persuasion or art of influence for the good of others. The Sage.